Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to create a flyer, very good looking flyer using Pinterest and Gemini. Alright, so I'll go to my Pinterest. So I already created a flyer. I'm just going to show you exactly what it is. Alright, I'm going to show exactly what it is. So we can now put you through on how I achieved that. All right, so let me see. Actually go to design. No, not this. To replace, let me see. Okay, so here's the flyer I created, but I just want to show you something, how you can go about creating flyers. You see, this is simple. People can actually pay you for things like this, right? So what did I do? I'll take you from the very beginning. I made a really serious journey, and you're going to learn from this. So here's the first thing I did. I went to Pinterest and I downloaded a particular image, this image. So I searched for posters. I came to this particular image. I liked this design. I'm going to show you some very important things that can help you really understand how to make your results. There are different ways to go about this, but maybe if you get stuck at any time, we can always talk about it. So you can see this image. It has boxes, it has information, and your design needs to be well positioned so that you have good spacing, good background, and all of that. So what did I do? I could have still, I think I like this design, so maybe I can save it later on. We can see how we can use it to create another flyer, right? Okay, so let's go back. So here's my image. Now you can see everything is well positioned, the spacing is not overcrowded and all that. So what do? I want to replicate this kind of design, but so someone who wants to use a design to use something to make a design, or I want to create a flyer. And so what do? The first thing you need to do is get a sample flyer. Go to Pinterest, take your time, look for good quality flyers. If you want to create a design, any design, go and search for that kind of design. If you want to say learn whatever it is, just go and search for that kind of flyer. You can say AI flyer designs, you can say fashion flyer designs, and all the rest. If we do that, okay, let me try fashion flyer design. So whatever you want, you can always go. You can see there are different fashion designs here, fashion graphic designs here, but always take your time to find the good ones. This is probably for a company who sells clothes or all those sort of things. But the first rule is find a fine design. There are many designs here, but that doesn't mean they are fine. So you need a good eye on design for you to be able to pick something that looks very good. So don't be in a rush. Take your time. Keep searching. When you click on any of the designs you see there, it can always take you to see more of that kind of design. So take your time, search, and get good design. So I'll go back to my poster design that I checked for before, poster. So I selected this design and I downloaded it. Now next step is, see, this is the most very tricky part. So here's my journey. Remember, this is where I ended. I ended with this flyer, but this was what we started with. All right, I actually had to replace the image of the lady. so that you can know that it was really designed with another, it was another design, but just using the same style. All right, so I came here and I started by inserting my three images. So this lady's flyer is the sample I want to work with. So I attached my own logo because in the end I want us to have Webnest logo, right? So I did that, and then I went to Pinterest also. I searched for different ladies, and then eventually I picked this one. I took my time, like I told you, search, and then I got this, right? So, having done that, I have my plan of wanting to achieve something that is exactly like the image I got, but something different, right? Something different. So, what do? I now put up some text. So, now I made sure I created texts that will fit into all the pages here. So you're going to see that where we have learn Figma, learn Canva, sign up, registration ongoing. That's the yellow box. Registration ongoing, February 25. I made sure I have something that is matching with the information that I want to use for my own flyer. I made sure I look for something to fit into this, and so on. So join Essence Academy. You can see I changed that to join Webnest Academy, where we have learn Figma. I put learn AI skills for ages 11 to 17, where we have learn Canva. I changed it to learn digital skills. So where we have sign up, I mentioned application still ongoing. And then where we have registration still ongoing, February 2025, I changed it to, okay, so it actually made a mistake on, okay, I put in registration still ongoing. So I can still go and change all this if I don't want that content. So then I change the date to June 8th, because tomorrow or today is already June 8th. So then I changed Webnest, where we have joined Essence Academy. There's a small write-up below it. I changed mine, join Webnest Academy, and I told the AI to help me increase the size of the texts below it a little so that it can be readable. All right, so but I think because the text is still much, it's still slightly readable if you zoom into it. And then this whole information, I maintain the same information I have here at the left part of the lady's body. All right, so now how did I do that? Now you can see I told it to use attach logo to replace the first logo on the top left of attached flyer. Remove two other logos in the middle and extreme right. This is what I'm talking about. This is the instruction I gave it. These are all this information. I want to replace something there, right? So I'm saying use the attached logo, which is Webnest logo, to replace the first logo on the top left, which is this. Let me open from the downloaded image so that we can see exactly what it is. Okay, so let me see pins. Okay, so if you see, this is the top left logo I'm talking about. So I told you to replace this logo at the top here. I told it to replace this logo. So this is supposed to be where a logo is. So I told you to use the Webnest logo to replace that. and I told it to remove the other two logos, this and this. Told it to remove both of them, but now replace this one with my write-up, right? So to replace it with my write-up, sorry. So to replace it with my write-up, so which is my only 20 slots available. That's what I told it. So if we go back, you're going to see use attached logo to replace the first logo on the top left of attached flyer. Remove the two other logos in the middle and extreme right end of the attached flyer and replace the top right logo. Creative 26, that's what was written there. Creative 26, you see. So I told it to replace it with below content, which is only 20 slots available. So that's what it gave me. I continued. Use this below content for the blue box with the text learn Figma. So now we're talking about this blue box. So I instructed it what to do. So use this below text. Use this below text content for the blue box with the text learn Figma. So that means I'm saying change the text that has learn Figma, change it to learn AI skills for ages 11 to 17, and that is what we got. All right, we have that here. So I continued and I told it use this below contents for the white box with the text learn Canva, learn digital skills. This should replace learn Canva with same text fonts and size. So to not confuse you, what I'm simply doing here is I followed every text here one after the other. From what was written here in Canva, okay, I came up here and I told it help me remove this, put my logo there, remove this other two here completely and change this last one with my logo. All right, sorry, with my text, only 20 slots remaining. And then I also came back and I told it help me change this write-up learn Figma and then use another information, right? Use another information. So I told it to use another information. So you see it has changed it to learn skills. So it changed learn Figma to learn AI skills. And then I went on and I told it to, where we have sign up, it changed that to what I wanted. Where we have this, I told it to change the date to from February 25 to June 8th, which is what we have here. Just what we have here, June 8th, right? So I come back and I told it, that's I typed all that in Google, in Gemini, after I've attached these three logos, right? So after I've attached these information, this flyer, my logo, and this lady. So this lady, I wanted to use this lady the plan was to use lady to replace the other lady, so her image needed to be there. So I told it to change this for me also and put what I want. And then I told it to change Join Essence Academy also. to change it into something else, which is this. So it changed it changed to join WebNest Africa Academy, and then I told it to write this: children will learn to use AI for branding, designing flyers, videos, images, websites, mobile apps, etc. So that's what I asked it to put under here and to make the text a bit bold. Alright, so same thing, I changed everything one after the other. And then let me show you finally what I did here. So I now said, so when I was done, let me see. So beginning from here, let's read from here. So I said, replace social media details at the bottom part of the flyer to Facebook, Instagram. I use WebNest Africa. Then I say use the same flyer background design and make all text bold enough for reading. Replace the lady in the flyer image with the lady in the attached image. So you see, by the time I was done with that, it gave me my first result. So let's see my first result. This was the first result. But when I looked at it, I needed to make a little adjustment. The WebNest logo at the top left is looking big, and that's not what I want. So what did I do? I came here and I said, slightly reduce the size of WebNest logo at the top, and then it gave me this results. Right? And then I went on, I said, remove the WebNest Africa in the pink box. So if you check here, you'd see there's a pink box here and there's WebNest Africa here. That's not what I want. There's a WebNest Africa text inside this pink box. That's not what I want. So let's continue. And now today I said remove WebNest Africa in the pink box. It did that, like you can see here. It did that. And then I told it again. I said move ongo. So you see in this pink box what you have is ONGO. That's not what I want. So I said move ongo in the pink box to the next paragraph. So it was at the top. This empty space is there and I don't want that empty space. So I told it move ongo in ink, but in pink box, that's what I wanted to say, to the next paragraph and change ongo to ongoing. So you see, by the time it gave me the result, it gave me application still ongoing. All right. So I went and I said ongoing in pink should be below the lady's head, not on top. So you can see it here. This is on the lady's head. I don't like it that way. So I told it it should be below the lady's head, but it still did not give me that perfectly, just did it slightly. But I didn't have the time to keep pushing for all that. But if I push more, I'll get the result I want. So, but the next thing I said was remove empty yellow box that is behind the lady. So you see there's an empty yellow box behind the lady here, and I don't think I want that, because the first sample design, I looked at the sample design we worked with, it doesn't have that. So I went and I gave it that instruction, so which is remove the empty yellow box that is behind the lady, and it removed it for me. Alright, and that was where we ended our journey. So what do you need to note about this? You just need to look for very good looking flyer at every time. Go to Pinterest, search, take your time to search. If not, you're not going to get a good design. So you can just repeat that thing. You can add your logo and tell it what you want. Let it replace the logo in that image. You can now tell it what to do on other parts, but then be specific about what you want in different places. Alright? And it will give you your results. So while making prompts, you must not be lazy. You must give prompts that are good. Good prompts are prompts that explains exactly major details. You see all the details I was pointing out, even though I did not get that at the first design, but I began to make adjustments to exactly what I want. You can see how long my first instruction to it was I took my time to do all the writing to cover all the areas that I need to cover. All right. So that is how I achieved this. All right. So thank you. See you in the next video.